Hey y'all, I just got home from school, right? And I be during lunch, right? I don't actually go to lunch during school. I be walking around the hallways, right? So I was actually thinking about something, right? As I was walking around the little hallways or whatever of my school during lunch, I started thinking of things, and I almost like wanted to pull out my phone and start recording myself, but then I was like, no, because then it's like, oh, if someone hears somebody talking, they gonna come out and they gonna be like, hey, where are you supposed to be at, where are you supposed to be at, right? And then it's gonna be like, oh, I'm in my lunch period right now, so why are you out of the class, why are you not in the lunchroom? Because the thing is that, well, I'm not even going to tell all that. That's basically the gist of it, right? So the first thing that I was thinking of is, so y'all know how there's just certain people in every class. Like, okay, so there are certain people in certain classes. I know we have at least one class that this happens in, right? Where there are specific people who go to the bathroom the same time every class or whatnot, right? Y'all, that's outside. They doing renovations next door. Don't know what that was. Don't know why he hacking like that. But yeah, like there, we all had this one experience where it was like this one person would go to the bathroom at the same time during that class, right? Every single day. And some teachers really just don't care. And then some teachers are like, you go to the bathroom like every class and it's getting out of hand. Like, girl. And I've actually had teachers say this where it's like, I understand, like, I've had teachers be like, oh, I understand that sometimes bathroom breaks like are breaks for y'all. Like, I understand that sometimes like you use the bathroom at the same time every class for like to take a break or whatever from the class and whatnot. I don't know if y'all can hear the man coughing. If not, it's just gonna be. I got my cereal, after school snack. But no, some teachers like truly understand and they'll be like, okay, like understand that y'all use the bathroom as like a way to take a break or whatever. And some teachers just don't care. They don't really acknowledge it. But then you always have those teachers. Oh my gosh, I hope y'all can hear me over that. But then you have those teachers that confront the student about them going to the bathroom every class. And they'll legitimately be like, oh, like, you go out, you go to the bathroom like every class, is in a hand. And this specific situation, now, this has happened before with different classes or whatever because it's a common thing, right? But this specific situation that I'm talking about now, right? This girl in my class, in my Spanish class, she goes to the bathroom during brain breaks. And the teacher had a problem with it. Like, girl, like, during a brain break, why are you mad that I'm going to the bathroom? Like, truly doesn't make sense at all. But you know that thing where some teachers will say, oh, like, I don't know what they'll say exactly. They'll be like, oh, like, I don't know what they say before it necessarily. They'll be like, oh, you go to my bathroom like every class, the same time you go to my bathroom like every class. And then they'll be like, oh, maybe just don't drink as much water or something. I don't know what to tell you to do, or like it's either that or like stop drinking as much water. First of all, I don't like that. And I've heard that numerous times. People, like the teachers that confront the students about going to the bathroom every class, I've heard numerous of them say, oh, you know, or you just need to stop drinking as much water or something, or just stop drinking as much water, or I don't know what's going on, or don't drink as much water. Like, how are you gonna tell me what to do? Like, how are you gonna tell me not to drink as much water because you're mad I go to the bathroom in class? Now, I'm just thinking, like, I'm personally just like, okay, but like, what if these people have this usual schedule anyways? Because you know how that goes. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, me personally, this isn't a me thing. Like, this isn't a me thing, but I feel like some people genuinely just have regulated systems that go at the same time every day. Like, I feel like that is a thing where people go to the bathroom the same time every day. I feel like that's a thing. That's probably a thing for some people. So I'm just like, what if they just have like a regulated system that wants them to go at the same time every day? What you gonna do about it? And then I just don't like that. Like, I don't like that thing of like, oh, just you're gonna have to stop drinking as much water. I don't like that. Because how are you gonna tell me what to do with my body? You're mad because I'm getting a proper water intake? Like, girl, please. But no, this hasn't happened to me because I don't really go to the bathroom unless I really need to. But yeah, just thinking about that during when I was walking around the hallway. And then when I got upstairs, right, I thought about this other thing, which reminded me that I wanted to make this video earlier. The substitutes that act like they're like the substitutes who are unnecessarily nosy. The substitutes that are like, oh, that'll come up to you and be like, oh, but are you done your work for you to be on your phone? Like, it's none of your bit. Like, you're a substitute. Sit down, please and thank you. And it's even worse. It's like, and because there's sometimes be substitutes that work in the school. Like, for example, sometimes it will genuinely be like another teacher in the building is substituting for your class. And I feel like those are the main type of substitutes who do it. Because I'm just like, come on now. Like, I don't know. Like, for example, I don't know. I feel like it's mainly the teachers. It's mainly be the substitute teachers that are teachers in your building, in your school, that are substituting for your teacher that be like that. Like, this isn't your class to be running at all. And I don't care if you teach the same subject. I don't care if you know the teacher, because y'all work in the same building and whatnot. Like, why are you acting like this is your class to be regulating? Because it's not. Like, why are you coming up to me being like, oh, are you done? You should put the phone down and get to work. Like, leave me be, because this is not your class to regulate at all. I don't care that you work in the building. I don't care that you're a teacher in the building. I don't care that you know the teacher. I don't even care if you teach the same subject. I don't care if you know what we're working on. Don't come up to me if I'm not bothering anybody, right? So that was another thing that I've had on my mind for like a long while. And then also the substitute teachers that hold themselves to a high standard, and they don't work in your building. Like, yeah. Like, ma'am, why are you being that? Like, you don't need to, like, girl. Like, girl, like, please. Please. You're trying to act so professional and stuff. Like, okay, girl. Because it be in the classes where the teacher just lets it rock or whatever. Like, the teacher, it be in the classes where the teacher just, like, is real laid back and chill. Where the substitutes just decide to be all, like, in your face and stuff like that. It's just, like, it's so angering. Because it's, like, if the teacher was here, they wouldn't be doing all that. But, yeah. Because one time, right, so we had our little advisories or whatever and whatnot. And I don't know if y'all know what an advisory is. It's basically a 30-minute period, right, where you go and you, like, do something. You pick ones that you're interested in, and then you go to it for 30 minutes, right? So last school year, I was in the crocheting advisory. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people weren't crocheting at the time, which makes me want to think that it was at the end of the year. But it was a substitute, and I knew the substitute was real, like, because I had him before, and he was the same way. But why was he like, oh, because our actual teacher, and the actual teacher in that classroom, when it came to the advisory, she didn't make us crochet. She didn't make us do it. If we didn't want to do it, we didn't do it, right? So he was just like, oh, you know, you're supposed to be working on work. And I feel like it could have been fixed by a simple, you know, by simply telling him that we don't usually do anything if we don't want to. And this is this is advisory. First of all, this is an advisory based on our interests. Second of all, if she doesn't want us to crochet, we just lay back and do nothing. I feel like if we told him that, it would have been resolved. But now he was like, oh, you know, you guys are supposed to be working on work. Which makes me think he had the wrong sub plans. Like the sub plans for the actual class. So, yeah. And then yesterday, right, I had math. And it was my first day back yesterday. And I was so happy because we had a substitute. And this substitute kept bugging us. He kept being like, okay, so he handed out the paper. Okay, fine. Then he was like, you know, the other classes were able to do it in one class period. Okay, good. Like, okay. Then he kept being like, pushing us to do the assignment, basically. He was like, oh, do you need like an introduction on the assignment? Like, do you need me to like usher in the assignment? Oh, do you, like, basically, I'm not saying that as in he was saying it multiple times, but the first time he was like, oh, do you need you guys to like introduce the assignment, give you like a rundown of the material? Girl, you're a substitute teacher. Not to say that substitute teachers don't have any substituting background, because obviously they would have to have a substituting background in some type of way, shape, or form, subject, or whatnot. But what do you know about Algebra 2 that you're going to usher in the assignment, the content? How are you going to explain to us the content of the assignment? What do you know about Algebra 2? No offense, but yeah. And then he kept being like, okay, guys, make sure, like, he instructed you to take it home and, you know, take it home and do it for homework, you know? And if you're done, you can just cut it up here. And then, like, he will be like, oh, you know, if you're done, the stapler is up here. Come staple your assignment, you know? And, you know, he would be like, all that. Like, he would be like, oh, you know, the instruction. He kept repeating the instructions. Kept being like, oh, y'all. Hello? I mean, I could. Do you want me to? Okay. Y'all, I'm leaving that in the video because I don't edit my videos. Period. But, yeah. He kept reminding us of the instructions of the assignment. Like, we understand the instructions. We're not doing it here. We're not doing it here. So, go on now. I just sit there and do your civil duties as a substitute. But yeah, y'all. That's it. Love y'all so much. And see y'all in the next one.